Welcome back, everybody. So glad you can be with me here today. Walter here at the workbench, having just sharpened my number 4 smoothing blade. I was taking some test cuts. And I noticed in the test cuts that I wasn't getting a complete shaving. I was getting some, and this is not behaving, but I was getting some tears. And that's usually an indicator that you have a nick in your blade. So I took the blade back apart and I inspected it very carefully. And what I found was it was no nick. It was scratches from a coarser grit on the diamond plate. Or it might have been a piece of grit stuck on the strop. So I went through, resharpened it, and it's gone. But that also brought up another question. Remember when I resharpened the blade on my Woody to a higher angle primary? Well, I have since placed it right back to its 25-degree standard primary. Just because that's where I'm going to keep them. And I noticed as I was testing this plane, I have a few different ways I can hold the front of the plane. I can hold it above the sole and the top, or I can put my thumb on the top and forefinger alongside the wood as for guidance. So we do the same thing with our Stanley planes. We can slip 2 fingers under the knob, thumb on the top of the knob, and hold it that way. Or we can hold it thumb on top of the knob, forefinger under the sole for guidance. Or forget the knob is even there and just hold your finger under the sole and your thumb on top of the sole. Now, a number 4 doesn't leave you lots of places here. And on some of the modern planes with the higher sides, it gets very uncomfortable. So, I happen to like the Stanley planes from about the end of World War II onward. They tended to be a little bit thicker. It's just what I like. And they all have the high knob. Prior to that, there were a lot of low knob. And I don't have an example of a low knob, except for a transitional plane that I have. Well, what do you like? Do you like the feel of the low knob or the high knob? Or do you even care? As long as you're getting nice shavings. So that's about it. Remember to visually inspect your blades when you're sharpening them for those little tiny microscopic scratches, because they can leave marks on your surface. Let me know. High knob, low knob, low knob. Head out to your shop. Go make some shavings, but not until you like, subscribe, and share. Share and comment. Walter out.